Om iyam visrishtir yata abhabuva yadiva dade yadiva na yo asya adhyakshah parame vayoman so angaveda yadiva na veda. A very beautiful question based on this Veda mantra, which is Rigveda 10 by 129 by 7, which is popularly known as Nasadiya Sukta or universe creation mantras. So the question asked to me is why the mantra says either he knows the beginning of the universe or maybe he does not know the universe. So how can God reveal a mantra which can say this statement that he may not know the universe? I have tried to explain this Veda mantra, I think 6 or 7 months back, to clarify a similar doubt. But again, I thought of explaining it because today I got a very beautiful explanation from Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, both from Satyartha Prakash as well as from Rigveda Adibhasha Bhumika. This mantra he has explained very beautifully, and I got the Sanskrit explanation also, which is very, very in depth. So here Maharishi says, Iyam visrishtihi yatah parameshwara adiyam pratyaksha visrishtir vivida srishtir ababuvo utpanna sidasti tam sa eva dade darayati. Know him only as the supreme being by whom this universe has been brought to light. Know him only as the supreme being by whom yatha ababuva, by whom this universe has been brought to light. And then further the mantra says sa eva dade dharayati. Yadiva dade, yadiva dade means dharan karna, to hold the universe. That means when the universe is existing here, whatever we see in this universe, srishti means universe, whatever we see in this universe, we are able to see, we are able to feel the universe, perceive the universe because of the fact that Dade, Almighty God, is holding the universe. Yedi va Dade, if he is holding the universe can exist as we perceive. Yedi va na Dade means if God does not hold the universe, that means when the universe gets destroyed, the universe will get transformed into Prakriti stage. Why Prakriti? I will explain to you shortly. This universe gets transformed into Prakriti stage because God stops holding the universe. The power of Almighty God, see, in Vedas, God says, I am omnipresent. And because I am omnipresent, I am holding the universe. I am present everywhere. I am holding the universe from all the sides. That's the reason the universe is sustaining. In the Pralaya stage, God stops holding the universe. God stops his power acting on the universe. This universe gets converted into Prakriti. So that's why the mantra says Yediva Dade. If he is holding, the universe can exist. Yediva. Yediva Na Dade. If he is not holding the universe cannot exist. The universe will go into Pralaya stage. And in the Pralaya stage, the universe goes into Prakriti form, the eternal form, or the most fundamental material form, or the basic form, which is called as Prakriti in the Sanskrit, or in the same Nasadiya Sukta, it is called as Tucha Abuhu. Tucha means Jad, Tucha means non-alive, Abuhu means Prakriti. That Abuhu is an eternal matter. From that eternal matter, Almighty God creates the universe. And when he creates the universe, he holds the universe because of his power of omnipresence. So the mantra does not say whether God knows the beginning, whether maybe he does not know the beginning. No, it does not say anything like that. The mantra says, Sa eva dade, that Almighty God alone is holding the universe, because of it the universe is existing. Sa eva dade dharayati rachayati. So when the universe is rachana, when the universe is created, God holds the universe. And further, yediva vinashyati. Vinashya means nashona, destruction. Yediva vinashyati, yediva narachyati. So when Almighty God stops holding the universe, it will get destroyed and it will go into the eternal form of Prakriti. And when Almighty God brings the Prakriti into light, that means when the power of Almighty God acts on the Prakriti, he converts this Prakriti into Vikriti, to Srishti, to universe. That's what the mantra says. Iyam visrishtir yata ababuva. From whom or by whom this universe is created, know him as the Supreme Being. Why Supreme Being? The mantra has a word called Parame Vayoman. Parame Vayoman means Supreme, Omnipresent, Almighty God. Parame, Supreme. Know him as the Supreme Being from whom this universe is created, by whom this universe is held, by whom this universe will go into destruction also. So, Pralaya, destruction, creation, which is Rachana, and sustenance, which is Palna, is the function of Almighty God. It is one of the action of Almighty God. And God creates the universe not by magic. God creates the universe from Prakriti. Like, in some of the scriptures, which is man-made books, so-called, revealed to messengers. In those books, it says, God, if God thinks to create the universe, he will bring it by magic. No. Where in Rigveda, God says, I cannot do magic. I create the universe from the eternal Prakriti. Prakriti is eternal. From that eternal matter, the universe gets created. Even science also believes the same, that the fundamental matter cannot be destroyed. Fundamental things cannot be destroyed. It can be transformed. So God, by his power, transforms the matter into this universe. That we must understand. And further, the mantra says, Yo asya adyakshaha. Adyaksha means he is the Lord. He is the owner. He is the controller of the universe. Yasya. Asya means for this universe or of this universe, that Almighty God is the Adhyaksh. He is the principal. He is the chairman. He is the president. He is the Lord. He is the controller. He is the sustainer of this universe. So this mantra clearly explains about Almighty God. But the doubt comes where? The doubt comes with the word Angaveda Yadiva Naveda. I will explain to you what Maharishi has explained. So Maharishi says, he is the Lord, he is the Swami of the universe. Sarvasya Adyakshaha Swami Parame Vayoman. Tasmin Paramakashatmani Parame Prakrishte Vyomavad Vyapake Parameshwara Yevedanam Api Sarva Srishtir Vartate. Because of Almighty God's omnipresence, because Almighty God is omnipresent everywhere, this universe we are able to see. Parame prakrishte vyomavad vyapake cha bhavati so adyakshaha, because he is the Lord of this universe. So adyakshaha, sarva adyakshaha parameshwaro asti. That Parameshwar is Sarva Adyakshaha. He is the Lord of this entire universe. So here we must understand that not only, one person was asking me a doubt, whether at the Pralaya time, whether the Jivatma and Prakriti will reside inside God or outside God. See, there is nothing called as outside God. Everywhere there is God. So there is nothing outside. So whatever has to exist in Pralaya time, or even when the universe exists, has to be within God. God is everywhere and everything is within God only. So that is the unimaginable, kind of thing for a normal human mind. We cannot imagine what is meant by omnipresent. That's why God says in the Vedas, and also the Rishis has told in the Darshanas, that you can understand the omnipresence of Almighty God by realization only. By words we can understand for example, we can try to explain, like when you eat apple, which part of the apple is tasty? The taste is everywhere inside the apple. The same taste is everywhere inside the apple. This is the omnipresence. Taste is omnipresence inside the apple. Similarly, Almighty God is omnipresent everywhere. We can try to understand, link with the examples, but we can realize only when somebody attains Yoga Samadhi. That we must understand. So here, Maharishi says, so Adyakshaha, sa sarva Adyakshaha parameshwaro asti. Angaveda. That means, hey Anga. Anga means Almighty God is giving this knowledge to Anga. Means Almighty Anga in Sanskrit means Mitra, or friend, or Jigyasu, or one who is extremely close to us, we call as Anga. So Almighty God addresses the human beings. If you are a Jigyasu, you are close to Almighty God. If you are a Jigyasu means if you are in a quest to search Almighty God, you are called as Anga by Almighty God. So Almighty God gives this knowledge to all the human beings who are in search of Almighty God. Anga Veda, He Anga Mitra Jivatma, Almighty God says, Tam yo Veda sa Vidwan Paramananda Apnoti. Anga Veda means when you know this Almighty God as the creator of the universe, then you will attain Paramanandam Apnoti. Apnoti means attain. You will attain Paramanand. You will attain Moksha. When you know the creation of the universe, when you meditate and worship upon this Almighty God who is the creator of the universe, you will definitely attain Paramanandam. You will definitely attain Moksha. Yadi na Veda, the mantra says, Yadi va na Veda. Leaving this Almighty God, if you worship anybody else, you will never attain Paramananda. So the Maharishi says, Yedi tam sarvesham manushyanam param ishtam sarvesham manushyanam yedi tam. See, there was a question that the world, everybody is getting into Islam. So after some years, some 100 years or 200 years, everybody will become Muslim. So Allah is the truth, somebody was arguing with me. See, even if the whole universe becomes atheist, God's rules will not change. God will not say that my name is not Om. My name is not Om, my name is Allah. He will not say that. That's what we must understand. So the Maharishi has written, Yedi tam sarvesham manushyanam param ishtam sachidananda adi lakshanam nityam kaschin eva veda va nischayarte sa paramam sukham api na apnoti. Even if the entire universe gets atheist, if the entire universe starts worshipping Sri Ram as Almighty God, if the entire universe starts worshipping Jesus as Almighty God or Allah as Almighty God, then you will become dukh only. You will never sa paramam sukham api na apnoti. You will never be able to attain moksha without worshipping this Almighty God. So yadi va na Veda, if you worship any other Almighty God, leaving this Almighty God, who is the Parame Vyoman, who is the creator of the universe from Prakriti, if you worship any other Almighty God, which is not described in the Vedas, you will never be able to realize Sukham. You will never be able to come out of the birth and death cycle. Nishchayarte, 100% God is giving guarantee in this mantra. Nishchayartha, and Kashchina eva. Leaving this Almighty God, you are worshipping any other Almighty God as Almighty God, you will never become happy. You can never attain peace. You can never come into happiness. You can never realize moksha. That is the secret. Yediva na Veda. If you know someone else as Almighty God, leaving this Almighty God, you will never become happy. You can never come out of dukkha. You will always be in dukkha. This is the real meaning of this mantra. It does not say that whether God knows the creation or not knows the creation. He knows the creation because he says, Iyam Visrishti. This Srishti is Visrishti. Somebody may have a doubt whether is it a universe or a multiverse. The indication is it is a multiverse. The indication is Visrishti. It's not once. It could be many Srishtis. It could be many billion suns in this universe. It could be many trillions of galaxies in one universe. And another universe could be billions and trillions of galaxies. We do not know. Because God says Visrishti, it could be different forms, it could be different universes, but wherever there is a human form, wherever there is a earth, human being, sun, moon, etc. in this universe, in the next universe, in any other universe, the same knowledge of the Vedas is applicable there also, because God's knowledge is eternal, applicable universally. That we must understand. So even in some other universe there is a earth and there is a human being, there also God revealed, or God would have revealed the knowledge of the Vedas, because Vedas are common for all, whether we live in this earth or in any other earth. That we must understand. But we do not know if there is any other earth or not, and that is not even needed to be known. If there is a earth, there would be a Veda knowledge there. So that's what we must understand. God does not say that Whether God creates the universe or not, he does not know. Whether God knows the universe or not, he does not know. These kind of statements are not mentioned in this mantra, are not mentioned in any of the Veda mantra. Here God clearly says, Anga Veda. Anga means, hey Jivatma, hey my friend, know that Almighty God as the creator of the universe, and leaving that Almighty God, if you go to anybody else, you will never come out of dukkha. You will always be in birth and death cycle. You can never realize Almighty God. You can never come into moksha. Leaving me, do not worship anybody else, is the message given by Almighty God in this Veda mantra. So yo asya adhyaksha. Let us see, every day morning when you start your day, try to understand that he is my adhyaksha. Today people start the day by praying Sri Ram. People start the day by praying Sri Krishna. People start the day by praying Allah, Rama, Jesus, whoever it is. But here we must understand, yo asya adhyaksha. Nobody else is adhyaksha or the Lord of us other than that Almighty God. Even the whole world will worship Allah or Jesus or Rama or Krishna. That God will always become our adhyaksh. He will give the result of our deeds. Nobody else can take that power from that Almighty God. This we must understand. Extremely important mantra. Iyam visrishtir yata ababuva. And also please understand, God does not do magic to create the universe. God's power acts on the Prakriti. God knows to create universe from Prakriti. And where that Prakriti exists, the Prakriti exists inside the God. Nothing exists outside the God, because there is nothing called as outside God. God is everywhere. So this we must understand. This is a very, very beautiful, very, very deep Veda mantra. We must try to meditate upon these kind of Veda mantras on a daily basis to understand the greatness of Almighty God, and we must become humble to Almighty God. We must not become like, no, Vedas are all for only that particular community. We must move towards the last messenger. This kind of messages people try to ping me every day in YouTube. They don't have fear of Almighty God. That's they are in ignorance. But that's why I try to always say that you cannot even worship Ram as Almighty God or Krishna as Almighty God. People think that I am a Hindu, so I am trying to promote Ram, Krishna. No. I am trying to say that we must worship the Lord of the universe, who is worshipped by Sri Ram and Sri Krishna. Because Sri Krishna also, every day in the morning, he sits in meditation. He says, Diyo Yonah Prachodayad. He chanted Gayatri mantra. He chanted the Veda mantras. And he worshipped the Parame Vayoman of this mantra only. Sri Krishna worshipped this Almighty God. Why we must worship Sri Krishna? Sri Krishna will be most happiest when we follow the Vedas, because he followed the Vedas. Similarly, if somebody is from any other culture, any other nation, any other religion, he must realize that, okay, my book is a false. It is not revealed by Almighty God. Almighty God reveals only Vedas. So let me also go back to Vedas, and that's the purpose of my channel also. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.